Hey guys, it's me, MavicJack24 here. Today I'm going to. I originally was going to be reacting to Deferred Balkan War by Knowledge Idia, but something else came across me, and that was Rudy YouTuber Mark Rober about TeamSeas. TeamSeas, as you heard, is practically by now well known across the internet, and by the time that I heard of it, I thought it would be much more interesting to quickly cover what the goal of Team Seas is. But pretty much, you should remember a while ago in late 2019 of when Mr. Beast and Mark Rober. I hope I'm saying his name right. Is it Mark Rober or Mark Robber? You guys can correct me down in the comments down below if I'm pronouncing it correctly. But pretty much, yeah. Yeah, both of them, I'm pretty sure the internet's well known with them. Quick quick little recap if you don't know Mr. Beast. If you don't know Mr. Beast, just literally search up one of his videos, but typically he does a lot of the last to leave challenges, stuff like that. And unlike other YouTubers, he doesn't fake the challenges he does, but practically as throughout late 2019, there was a program called TeamSeas that was to donate, what was it? Was it 20 million trees? Yeah, it was 20 million, to plant 20 million trees before the end of the year. Turns out a lot of people donated and a lot of trees have been planted. But now, due to the pandemic, our attention has been drawn more or less to the ocean pollution, which for a long while, for part of my own personal beliefs through American politics, which you don't hear me talk a lot about politics in any of my videos. Other besides, like if I'm addressing something about the nation, like America's Independence Day, or that horrible incident, the riot on the Capitol, yeah, that wasn't good stuff, or other things that I've probably forgotten about. But anyways, as part of my political belief is that we should be cleaning up the oceans more and more. So, because I'm more or less worried about the ocean and pollution. Is even though I've done a little bit of volunteer work, not a lot, but I've done a very small amount compared to the stuff I would have liked to have done. But let's face it. I'll be the first to admit I'm not exactly ready to be bored out of mind cleaning out pounds of garbage out of the seas, but I will be the first to admit, like for stuff like Team Seas, practically the webs. This is the stuff started by hold on, Mark. This is Mr. Beast. If you don't know him, this is Mark Robber. Yeah, it's Mark Robber. Yeah, and pretty much that. I'll just quickly reload this. Pretty much that on what happens with Team Seas is that all the money donations going for it, basically helps remove practically a pound of trash in the ocean, which I would link both Mr. Beast and Mark Rober's videos in the description down below. But I do want to say something practically I wouldn't have been the first person you hear about Team Seas from, but I probably won't be the last. Or who knows, I am probably the last person you would hear this from. Who knows at this point. But anyways, that a lot of people that pretty much on what we need to what the purpose of Team Seas is is to basically be a non-profit organization where they go and clean out both the sea and the rivers from the trash pollution that is caused by it. As as I would go into more detail detail later, but practically that the source of what do you call it? Um, hold on. Pretty much the source of the entire program is to help clean out the ocean. And for many of you who probably don't remember at this point due to the pandemic feeling like it's been going on longer than it already has been, practically, yeah. First of all, that for an obvious reason, that for one, that plastic straws and a lot of plastic waste has ended up in the ocean, and it kept on killing marine life, or more specifically, sea turtles, which caused a ban on plastic straws throughout the United States. I'm not sure about the world because let's face it, I don't study a lot about the world other besides its history, but not the current events going on. But pretty much in certain states of the U.S. that they did place a ban on plastic straws, but we are slowly transitioning out of plastic, but we are trying to at least keep a cleaner environment, but yeah, pretty much we are trying our best. By we, I mean the U.S. is trying to clean up, clean up, but we have our own issues currently going on, which we have our attentions drawn somewhere else at the current moment. At the current time of this recording, it is October 29, 2021, and America's current attention is still a bit going on in the Afghanistan crisis, which, yeah, that's not exactly gonna be out of people's minds in a short while, but practically that a lot of environmental stuff we do have to clean out, because let's face it, if the ocean is full of plastic, then yeah, that's going to be an issue. And let's face it, not a lot of generations are going to be living on the planet if the polar ice caps melt, and all the ocean is full of plastic and pollution. As the marine life might not even live to see another day, which is quite sad. I mean, if you think about it, if you remove one thing from a food chain, then all of a sudden everything else falls. But that's typically if you remove stuff like the larger creatures, like if you remove the sharks and the dolphins and whales. Yes, they are two separate different creatures of two separate families, but basically both of them are indeed strong enough. Well, not exactly strong enough. Well, they are strong. Well, some are strong enough to get through plastic and make it out relatively unharmed, while a couple others aren't. Well, in their case, aren't so lucky, and it's just sad knowing on how bad the planet's been screwed up by humans. Yeah, humans don't really have a kind history to the Earth itself. We've kind of been treating the Earth a bit like crap, like for the past couple centuries. And yeah, essentially our own effects are just us realizing that the planet is dying. And we kind of realized a tiny bit too late, but at least we know that there is a way on how to at least stop it. So for the time being, we should indeed go and support TeamSeas and donate to TeamSeas, unfortunately for but I shouldn't make this queer enough. Just hear it out. Is that you shouldn't donate donate if you don't have the money to donate it to. If you don't have any extra money to donate, the TeamSeas do not spend it, as practically as living throughout the current pandemic is something that you should do. You should do, but do but if you do have money, and you do decide to donate, that would be a great thing to do. Anyways, I hopefully this has helped you guys. Anyways, I am in support of TeamSeas. Anyways, please donate to TeamSeas, as I'll do so right after this video. Anyways, I'll see you all later. Goodbye.